Um, about the reason why I want to come back to hold this program is that, first of all, I want to mention a trip to North America. So this trip to North America is like myself planned. Like I went there for backpacking and I planned a whole trip for a month. And the reason why I mentioned this trip is that throughout the program of SIT, especially this year and last year, I kind of know how to find some research, how to find some information to know where is the destination you want to go and what kind of historical background about those scenic spots. And to what extent will I like this scenic spot. So that's kind of the things I can learn from SIT. But apart from that, I think throughout the communication and also interaction with fellows, I kind of become more open-minded and how to deal with people. So when I was in North America for first week, there are more than 5 people, like local people. They said, "Oh, Norman, your English is pretty good. Are you local, or have you ever like studied in international school?" But the truth is, I've never been to America before this trip, so I only self-study English here and I interact with lots of people. So that's why I would want to come back again for SIT, because it somehow teaches me how to plan out things correctly, how to think logically, how to deal with people, how to think, how to put myself in their shoes. So about the difference from last year and this year. So last year, my role is more like an energizer. So what will energizer do? You will cheer up people. You will be highly energetic to show people your atmosphere, your passion about this orientation, and you can let people feel very comfortable and cozy throughout the whole program. So that's kind of my role this year. I heard it's kind of important, but for this year, I think it's far more important. I somehow become more open-minded. Well, I also learned a lot from how to plan an out trip, how to like recruit, how to enroll a group of people. But I think that it's just like a side effect. But most important is that I become more open-minded. But to what extent? So I think open-minded is different from culture to culture. So for American culture, it somehow helped me that not afraid of trying new things and not afraid of making mistakes. So I think only by not afraid of trying new things, you can explore more about this world. You can find more things about this world. You won't like self-confine yourself. You will use your curiosity to find maybe even the slightest happiness in your daily life. But I think SIT program is like a science exchange program from North America to Taiwan. But I think life is also like a scientific phenomenon. So life is fluctuated. So it contains good and bad things in the meanwhile. So the only thing we can do is not control it, but we should try hard to live it very happily, and we should seize all the chance to embrace it, because only by becoming more open-minded we can embrace the world in many different dimensions. Like you can accept gay issue, you can accept maybe limited uses of art, you can accept different cultures' behavior, because on this world we're all different, but different in a special but positive way. So as this year's SIT staff, I got 2 different things to either SIT fellows and SIT staff. So first of all, I want to say to staff, so SIT is a very precious program. It can help you to grow up and grow up in different ways. First of all, it's mentally, like you can become more mature, because you are going to deal with different people from different age, and from their perspective, you can find more about this world. So the only thing I want to say to you is that how to keep balance of yourself. So SIT is a program that can help you to plan something very well, but in the meanwhile you can also have lots of fun. But that's the problem. How can you find a balance between having fun, but in the meanwhile being really responsible people? So I think that's a lesson we should all learn throughout our life. So we should always be naive and like childlike, so that we can always keep the curiosity to find what I mentioned, the slightest happiness in the world. But in the meanwhile, we should do something like more responsible, more like a mature people, so we won't lose our responsibility throughout this program. And as for the fellows, after twice backpacking trip, first time to Europe and second time to North America, your hometown, I think the world is really amazing. It has lots of cultures, people, and like food and scenic spots. So what I want to say is that Taiwan is a very precious place. It's a very precious place. So the most important thing is about people. We're very hospitable. So even maybe we just meet for 2 hours, there still have lots of possibilities. We can like let you to sleep in our house because we want to talk to you, we want to share our stories to you, we want to know more about the world outside of Taiwan. We're an island country, but it doesn't mean that we're confined ourselves. It means that we want to sail to other countries to know what the world looks like. So that's one of the merit of Taiwan. We have very good, kind, and hospitable people. And apart from that, we also have lots of very good scenic spots like Turtle Gorge. Well, maybe the scale is not the same like Grand Canyon, but like you can see the different rock and different like depth of the Turtle Gorge. And also there are lots of mountains and it's a coastal area, and also lots of beautiful beaches around this precious island. So once you come here, you will be amazed by the scenic spots, also the food. We have all kinds of food. So after traveling to North America, I found something very interesting is that lots of food, no offense, sorry, but lots of food in North America are pretty good. But they're not native, they're mostly from Mediterranean Sea area or like from Asia. But like one of the very good food in North America is from Taiwan. So here you can eat very genuine, local, tasty food, and you won't even try the genuine taste back in America. So that's the thing I want to say to you. Taiwan is precious. It's lovely. So welcome to Taiwan.